guys, this is Heath Whitmore again with BASF and Progressive Farmers Innovations in the Field. I've got my dad, Kirk Whitmore, and our crop consultant and BASF Innovation Specialist, Brad Cohen, with us. And he's about to cut into this corn plant and let it tell us how happy it is what he's telling me. We're standing in the edge of a 50-acre cornfield that is tasseling pretty good. We're fixing to start the water on it in the next couple of days. And I'm going to just kind of turn it over and let Brad talk now.
Well, in most hybrids, and it's not always the case, but in most hybrids, your primary ear will set on the seventh node down. And that's kind of where you want it to set. And if it's setting at another place, a lower node, that kind of tells us that something happened to cause that plant to have some stress at some point in time. And I counted, and we're right here, we're at the seventh node. Where our primary is. We're already starting to put out some silks here. And one interesting thing about this corn plant is there is an ear placement on every node down this plant. Now, not all, we want one ear to make, right? When things are right. When our population's right and the fertility's right, we want one ear to make on this primary ear. But I'll show you, there's an ear in every node. You can see this is a pretty good size one here. But as you go down, see right there, one starting right there.
Yep.
And right now, they're all viable. And another thing that they'll do, you see how this ear from this side, it alternates sides.
I see that.
Your ear, yeah, ear placement alternates sides, and you'll have one, like I said, on every spot. I broke it off right there. And what'll happen is you want these ear placements, going right there, to stay viable as long as possible. If they start aborting early, some type of stress is taking place.
Okay.
All right. Now, as we get further into the season, they will all abort, and this will be your main ear. But right now, you want your ear. Here's one right there.
Yep.
See it right there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a lot of times you'll even find one as low as in around this root. These roots here. But anyway, so this being on the seventh node, that's where we want it.
Okay.
And this corn plant can tell us quite a bit. I want to show you on the inside. Let's plant a few things. This is the BASF approved knife. We got safety knife.
Gonna cut off the top about, I don't know, 8 or 10 feet. Corn plant. We still got a heck of a plant left.
Tall plant. Now, one thing when you pull these things back, look on these bottom two where I'm gonna cut into it. See that little groove?
Yep.
There'll be a groove every other stalk on each side. And if you'll cut right in the middle of that groove down that plant, it'll cut it. It'll dissect it 50-50 on both sides. Yeah. Pretty neat. What do you think? This may be a long video. Sorry. Shovel. Use this shovel. This dirt. Pull up this root, that is your taproot. See right there in the middle? Oh, seed. I may have, yeah. I may have knocked it off. But if you can find find that seed. Oh, here it is, right here.
See the blue right there.
Sure is.
I see it right there.
If I can clean this dirt off, I'll tell you what I can tell you exactly how deep the plant is. I mean exactly.
That's interesting.
So a lot of times when you're dealing with a field, I don't know if you can see what this. Let's see. It'd be good if we could. Let me try to beat a little bit more of that dirt off, Kurt. Take this seed, you can measure from the seed to the base of the plant right here, that, and you add 3/4 of an inch. And that tells you how deep your seed was planted. So if you come to a field and you've got some,
So that's about 1.75 inches, what you said?
yep,
Let's show here real quick. You can see, I don't know if you can still see it video there.
I see it.
There's the last piece of the seed right there that we can find on there, and he's
I have seen that, and I'll tell
pretty
you
good
what,
looking root wad there.
that becomes a pretty good tool, because let's say, for example, we came to this field and we had some areas that were, a little shorter than the rest of the field, or not quite as healthy. You could actually, the first thing to look for is planting depth. It might be that this seed was planted deeper in that area, or planted more shallow, or maybe shallow enough where it wasn't in the moisture and had to wait for a rain to come up. So that kind of tells a little story right there. Got my knife?
I'll have it back.
Got it right here. Inside this part right here. Sorry about that. Pretty dirty down there, buddy.
It's all right.
Now then, the inside of the plant's going to tell us a couple of things as well. This is our cone, and you want your cone. First of all, there's 5 sets of roots in this plant. As you can see, this is our first node, first root, second node, third, and then fourth and fifth. There is you see this 1, 2. All 3 nodes is what we call, this is a little triangle. And you want this triangle to be a triangular shape. If it was a long cone shape, it might be where, since you guys are minimum tillage farmers, it might be where you push some stubble down into the furrow, and it didn't get good closure, and then so you got your seed down there, and then you get a rain and it closes up, and so you end up being actually deeper than what you wanted to be. This cone will elongate trying to get out of the soil. Yeah. Because what happens is it's gonna look for that seed is looking for life. If it sees life, then it thinks it's at the soil surface and starts doing its thing. Well, then if it's covered up on top and it's got further to go, it has to elongate to make it out of the soil. So you want this to be a nice little triangle shape, which it is. Looks good. These roots in the bottom are your most important roots. These little fine fibrous roots. These roots really provide support. These take up nutrients and water. You want to be able to get down into the zone. This is a very healthy looking plant. You can look at these. If for example, this was kind of pithy. When I say pithy, kind of you can see the strands of the plant right here.
Right.
If this was pithy and you couldn't see those strands, this could be an indicator that we were short of a nutrient inside the plant, which is pretty neat as well. Pretty healthy plant though. This is it.
So what you're saying, back to where we started, is that we're looking at a pretty healthy corn.
A happy plant, and that's what we want this time of year. And it's going to be even more happy when you turn this water on.
I hear. Well, that's all we got for you right now. I'll see you again in about a month, and we'll probably be on about the 3rd or 4th water on this field by there. So appreciate your time. Thank you.